So let's start taking a look at physics inside GameSalad. And the very first thing I'm going to do is just open up a blank project. So with this welcome screen here, I'm just going to double click on blank project. And we don't need to do anything here, but I'll just switch this over to iPad landscape now, just so I have a bigger screen to demonstrate. But you can choose iPhone portrait, iPhone landscape. Just choose something that works best with your screen resolution. So iPad landscape. Click OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and click on Scenes, and then click on my initial scene that I see right here. So now I'm inside the workspace. What I want to do is bring in some artwork, so I'm going to scroll down to the Image tab right here, click on that, and then down at the very bottom we have this plus sign which I can click on, and then we can start importing some artwork. So just some very simple artwork to work with. And I can click and drag and drop all this artwork up into the actor bin here. So I have 4 different actors to start working with. So you may have learned this already in the introduction series, but we want to first take a look at how to make one actor collide with another actor. So I have this ground actor here, which I'm going to drag and drop into my stage. And I'm just going to extend this out. But you notice when I do, I stretch out the artwork and it gets all pixelated. So I'm just going to undo that. And we want to double click on the ground actor. And over here on the left hand side, we have this graphics pull down that we can open up. And I'm just going to switch the horizontal wrap from stretched over to the tiled. That way, when I click and drag this out, you can see I've now tiled this image. Just looks a little bit better. Really has nothing to do with physics, but of course we want things to look nice when we're working with them. So I have this block actor, which I'm also going to drag and drop here into my stage. So if I were to preview this right now, of course nothing happens. We haven't given any kind of brains to any of these actors. So what we want to do is get our block actor to move downward. So I'll just simply double click on the block actor, and we are going to scroll down to our behaviors tab here. And we want to just simply add move to our block actor. And we can take this dial and make sure it's pointing straight down, which would also be 270 degrees. And we don't really worry about the speed right now. So let's go ahead and preview this. So you can see our block actor actually does move down. But how do we get it to collide with the ground actor? Well, there's this very simple behavior called collide, which we can simply drag and drop also into our block actor's brain. And we get to choose what this block actor collides with. And you can see in this list here, we have all the actors that are in our actor bin right now. So ground is one of those actors. So we want this block actor to collide with the ground actor. So now that we've set that up, let's preview this. So you can see that our block actor does collide with the ground perfectly. But we see some very interesting things happening here, which leads us to the next thing that we want to learn with physics, which is the non-movable checkbox. So let's go ahead and back up. So let's say we don't want our ground to move. Well, we can double click on the ground actor, so I'll do that now. And you can see over here on the left-hand side, we have this physics pull down. So I'm going to open that up. And you see that we have this movable checked. So when our block collided with our ground was able to move because movable is checked. If we uncheck movable and then preview this, now we can see that our block character collides with the ground, but he cannot move the ground. So take a moment to drag a few different actors into your stage and experiment with getting them to collide with each other, and also with turning on movable and not movable. And if you're very distracted by the fact that our block is going crazy right now, in the next video we'll talk about the bounciness attribute.